Hey everyone, welcome back. Well, it has been super busy here on the homestead, and we have been hard at work getting our fence put up, getting the garden put together, the seedlings, transplanting, and all of what goes on during the springtime. And completely time got away from us, and we forgot where our guineas were coming in. So our guineas arrived today. In fact, we were working on the fence, and our mail lady pulled up, and she pops out and says, "Hey, were you guys expecting guineas or chicks?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's already May." And sure enough, she handed us a box of our 25 guineas. Such a beautiful day outside that we decided to do the transplant from their shipping box to where they'll be for the next 2 weeks. They'll be in this crate here for 2 weeks, and then they will go into a small box that the chickens were in growing up for a few months, and they'll be in the chicken coop with them. So they'll also go into so they will be under a heat lamp while they are in the house for the 2 weeks.
And the next one.
They're tiny.
They're so small.
Want to get one? They're so small. They're smaller than regular chicks.
Yeah. Hey, girl. I can put you in. Come on, we got you. I got them. This one. There.
Oh yeah, they're eating it. I thought that was gonna be.
Right, so we had to take the shavings out because, as I mentioned before, we weren't expecting them until probably next week. So we had to take the shavings out. As you saw in that previous clip, once we put them in, they were pecking those shavings, and actually they could die from that. So we took it out and we put a towel in there. Typically, you would want to put paper towels down to collect the droppings. However, again, we weren't expecting them today, so we didn't have our paper towels ready. We do have a lot of what we started with the chickens. So same kind of concept, heat lamps in the box for a couple weeks and that. But we did have to take those shavings out. Take a look. Okay, so as you can see, we put a towel down. It's an old towel, so we don't really mind. We'll have to throw it away after. We put them all back inside the box there, and the chickens are very curious of what's going on, what's in there.
Mac and cheese. And the cat. Get out of here.
So we are now going to start that transplant from the box over to their crate for the next 2 weeks. We're going to start that over now.
All right.
They're hungry. They're eating that grass.
Okay. I'm gonna put them in, so keep the chickens away.
All right, so we've got our 25 guinea keeps, and they will be in the house under the heat lamp for the next 2 weeks or so. And we'll give you guys an update once we get ready to transplant them over to their box inside the hen house. All right, well, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that short little montage of pictures over the last couple months. It's been almost 2 months since we've done an update here on the homestead. And, you know, it's summertime, it's hot and humid, and it's been 2 months since we did the update from the guineas, so thought I would take a peek in here and show you what they look like. All right, so here are the guineas. They are almost to the age where we can let them out. Our next step is going to be building some roosting poles for them. We're going to get this box out and use this whole backside of the coop for them to have their roosting poles in. But we can't wait to get them out and get them in the yard and let them run. We just have to make sure that they know that this is home. All right, I'm taking a walk down to show you the garden that we put together. You saw that one garden bed that we put together outside, and the tree that we planted, apple tree. And in our previous video, we were doing seeds, starting seeds, and of course that was a project in and of itself. So I wanted to bring you down and show you, I guess, the progress. All right, so here is the one box that we put together. Right now we've got tomatoes and potatoes in there. However, our cows like to come over here and munch on them, as you can see. So the cows, they need to get put away in their own little enclosure, away from our food. We also have a groundhog problem. We had 3 rows here. 1, 2, 3. 2 rows got all eaten by the groundhog. The cows, for some reason, they don't like eating the tomatoes. but they eat the grass around it, so that's good. However, the groundhog has been a problem. The other cool thing is, we were taking a walk on Sabbath, and on the back 10 acres, we found apple trees. So let's go take a walk and see those. So back here on the 10 acres, because we don't have a tractor with a brush hog, I decided to just take the mower and come back and cut some walking trails so that we can at least utilize the 10 acres at the moment. So our 2 acres around the house are fenced off. And for the most part, the 10 acres is as well. The only problem is the back fence has fallen, and that needs to be repaired before we can get our 2 jerseys out here. Alright, so this behind me, this 3-stall lean-to, originally was the previous owner's horse stalls. Now, it's in great shape. The structure, the roof, everything's in great shape. Maybe 2 boards that need to be replaced. This is going to be the future home for the cows. So, pretty soon, we'll have the cows out here and they'll stop eating our garden. All right, so this is one of 3 apple trees we found. It definitely needs to be pruned back, and hopefully we'll get some bigger yield out of it the next time around. All right, so here is the second tree we found. It is smaller than the first, not as tall. And as you can see, this still does have some apples in it. But let's go take a look at the third. All right, So this is the third tree. It's probably the most mature. Very tall, much bigger, same size fruit. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the tour and the brief update. We hope to see you soon. God bless and have a good one.